This video turned out super long.
Hello and welcome to this new studio vlog. It's about the last month or so, and in this whole month I painted one painting. Yay! I'm taking you through the struggles that I had during painting this thing, because it did have a lot of struggles. Like, I started out really enthusiastic and it turned out into this super busy what's going on. I screwed up all the proportions, help, I don't know what to do, and actually dragging myself to my easel and just finishing the damn thing. So that's this month. There's some other stuff there as well, but mostly this painting, so let's just see what happens.
Hey guys, I'm working on my newest painting and it's turning out pretty cool, I think. It's just blue and purple tones so far, but there will be some yellow, some dark green, which I'll probably do today. That's gonna be like a block of color. And yeah, I'm kind of really liking the vibe so far. So it's really messy and I like having that messy stroke, so I'll try to keep that once I continue painting. And it's a big one, it's so insanely big. So yeah, nice!
I could holler at you, baby, I'm just not a natural. Not a natural. Not at all. You like fancy, classy effort. There's no dress shirts in my dresser. In my dresser. So why would I wait in line to love you? Cause I wouldn't waste time trying to rush you. Cause I wouldn't waste time trying to rush you.
This painting was sold, and I'm getting her a new mat around the frame. She's getting in the same frame, but I used to have her sticked on paper and I didn't really like that as a frame. It was more like a temporary solution. So this afternoon I'm taking her to the framers. She's getting a new mat and then I'm putting her back in her gold frame.
In a few moments there will be a drawing demonstration with some new materials that I bought. If you want to skip that part, you can skip to about 24 minutes in the video.
Hi, I just went to the store and got some new materials. Some paper for live illustration and a lot of acrylic ink colors. And I just wanted to show you a little bit how they work. I haven't been to the studio that much this week because there's some really exciting stuff going on, but I can't tell you yet. We'll be there soon, but for now I'm gonna keep it for myself. It hasn't been that busy either. Like, I have some jobs, but it's mostly been teaching, live illustration. Like, I kind of focused on those and just made free time for myself to focus on other things. But I'm really excited actually to just do some basic drawing and just really low-key on paper. I have some paper left over from another live illustration job that I can ruin because there's like their brand name on there, so I can just cut that off and show you some things. I'm also going to be drawing a little bit different in this live illustration job than I normally do, because this time I'm going to be drawing their outfits. So normally I do portraits, but now it's going to be outfits, and I'm actually excited for that because it can become like a little bit the same after a while, and especially if you do them in a short time after each other. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so you can see my palette is quite dirty. I still need to clean it, but this one we're not going to use anyway. This is the one we're going to use. So I have some new colors. I hope you can see it. Yeah. So I have these new colors and we're just going to try them all out. And I also bought this one, which is actually drawing ink, and I was really curious to see if this one is better to use with a pen like this, because these ones don't really flow that well. And I have another like pile of ACRYLIC, which is more water-based, so it's like more see-through. So, but I wanted some really bright ones to use for my live illustrations. And I think I actually have some colors left that are the same. Yes, all right. So I have this one, but I kind of ran out. Like I use them a lot because they are so vibrant. So I just really like using them. So, all right. I'm just gonna wet my brush. I like using a little bit of a wet brush like this, and then I'm just gonna see how they work. So it's a little bit dirty, I have to clean it, but whatever. Oh, I also got a silver, which I think is really cool, so I'm really curious to see how that one will work. Also, you have to shake them before using them because the colors get a little bit separated otherwise. Okay, this is already like a really cool color palette. I also already had this one, so I know how this one works, but we're gonna use it anyway. And then I had a different one from this, but I think this color might be really nice too. So, oh, and then this one, of course, but we're just gonna, maybe let's just start with this one, because it's my pen. Okay, let's see how this works, because this is way too deep. Wait. Well, whatever, it's an exercise anyway. Okay, that's not that good. Oh, it's getting better.
There's the black coming through. It's actually just my pen that is really bad. I should get a new one, but I don't use it that much and I think I'm fine so far. It's actually really nice. Let's see. Always going back to the eyes because that is the thing I go to when I don't know what to draw, and I've drawn them so many times. Oh, it's actually pretty nice. I think this would work really well in like the bigger shapes. And especially as a base, because I don't really like using black as a base, because then like your whole drawing is already, it has such a strong color as a base and you can't really cover that up. So once you draw in another color than black, I think it's actually nicer, but I guess that also depends. I think you can also just use it with the brush, of course. Oh, it's more yellow actually. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Yeah. That's actually lighter than I thought it would be, but that's really cool. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. All right, cool. First one, nice. Happy with this. The yellow one. Yeah, it's exactly what I hoped. Yep. Nice. And I'm just dipping in my brush in the same water to clean it. And I'm just using, like, this is the pigment without any water, or basically without any water, and this is when I use a little bit of water, just to see like how long it stays the same color, like how pigmented it still is once you dilute it with water. And also what you can do, for example, is this. And you can't really see it that well with the colors that are super close to each other, but I'm going to show you in a bit like how nice results you can make with this. Okay, the blue one. Oh, the blue one's really nice. Then, as you can see, the blue one is already way more transparent when you dilute it with water than the lighter colors. That makes sense. Then there's the red one. Yeah, I really like this one. It's a bit pink. And then the brown. Oh, that's actually, yeah, okay. That's pretty. And then the silver one. Ah, okay, that's really cool. Yeah. I like having weirder colors in my color palette because I can just use those as accents. Like, I'm not gonna make someone completely silver. Works better when it doesn't have water actually. But I do like it as like an accent in the eyes, or like as an eyeliner or whatever, especially when it's live, because then it's like, oh wow, it's silver, you know? And yeah, this one is really nice. Cool. All right, so what I wanted to show you, for example, if I use the green one and I'm gonna dilute it a little bit with water. So the thing you're gonna have to do is make it really wet. So the base color is quite wet. And then, for example, you take the pen, or you can do it with a brush, that's fine too. And you get the blue, and it kind of dilutes. It's actually not as strong as I imagined. For example, if you take the brush It gets these really nice effects. And especially if you use bigger strokes. And it kind of, just like watercolor, it kind of melts into each other. You can just build that up. So I think in the small scale it doesn't work as well, but then when you go bigger it works really, really nice. Let's go with the yellow a little bit. And this is also something this is also something I really like. Like once it's wet, you can still draw in these things, and you don't actually have to put your pen in the actual paint. All right. So what I'm actually gonna do on this event that I'm going through to is draw people and their outfits. So there's like a standard way that I always draw outfits in, like it's this fashion illustration kind of figure style. It's like long legs, tiny head, and then it has like certain proportions, and I kind of give my own twist to it. So it depends on the outfit, but I usually do it like this. Like this is gonna be the actual person. I think I'm actually gonna do like a tutorial on this. And if I do it without thinking, it's gonna go well. And once I start thinking, I ruin all the proportions. But it's gonna be like this. And actually, you might be able to see it already. So this is the base proportion. So it completely depends on what someone is wearing. But for example, say that someone is wearing like a cool dress or something. And I start in pencil because these are watercolor pencils, and I can easily paint over them. And let's make it like a wrap dress, just because I like drawing the wrap effect. So it's gonna be like this. And you always make it a little bit more dramatic, because otherwise it's just really boring to draw. So let's do it like this. And the fun part is that actually with these kind of proportions, like the face doesn't become as important anymore. So it's more about the outfit than the actual person, I guess. And let's see, let's make it a green dress, just because I really like this color. And now, if you have these lines, it's easy to just go follow the lines, but I think that is actually pretty boring. So I always go over them and make it a little bit more fun. So, and let's say that your dress has some red flowers. You can just make some fun things like this. Maybe actually just do it like this. Well, now it's more like blood, but whatever. You don't have time to think about that stuff anyway. And then I also have some markers. Let me get those. So let's see. I always draw necks, because even if someone doesn't have like a very pronounced neck, it's nice to just draw it, because it feels like otherwise you're someone is just like really stiff. I mean, it's not about realism anyway. And then I think I'm gonna do black boots actually. And I don't have black ink right now. Like I have it, but I don't feel like getting it. So I think I'm just gonna draw them. This one is, she was walking. I always like giving some accents there. here you have like the little wrap part. And I made this outfit up, so it's gonna be different when someone is in front of me, but whatever. I give her purple hair because I can. And then maybe have some eyeliner there. I think actually the brown works pretty well. Oh, in fact, it works really nice. Yeah. All right. And that's a, what is it? 3-minute drawing, I guess. So I try to always put in some details because it's very, very rough. And especially if someone, for example, has like flowers, like I like to draw some flowers. Like this. It doesn't have to be precise, but just like give them a place somewhere. And also like I'm really messy, but I don't really mind that. I think that adds to the drawing. And then one thing I really liked is the silver, so I'm definitely going to use the silver. So let's just say she has a silver lock. And I like this detail a lot. So I know it doesn't make sense, but probably most people that I'm going to be drawing are going to wear black or gray or are all blonde or have brown hair, and it's all kind of the same-ish. So it's really nice to just add something to that drawing that is actually not what they're wearing, but that's it does make it more fun for you. And I always add some color accents like this, and then it's done. So this is what I'm going to be doing all Monday. I love mixing materials, so doing these really quick demonstrations is really nice and gives like a, it's like kind of low key, it's like super quick. I do it in teaching as well. Just make those quick drawings, like throw them away, make another quick drawing, throw that one away, and maybe in the 10th one you have a nice one. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go to my live illustration gig, and yeah, I'm really excited for the results. I had to clean my studio this day. It was a mess, and it's still a little bit of a mess because I don't have good storage at the moment, but that's for another time. The event went really well. There were some super long lines, which I guess meant that a lot of people wanted to get a drawing and that they liked them. The client was really happy too, and yeah, that was it. I have another one planned for this weekend, so I'm also getting my materials ready for that moment, cutting some paper, just cleaning up so I have an empty mind, I guess. Fucked up with this painting, and I'm gonna fix it today because it's been staring at me with all its mistakes, and I just really want to get the mistakes out there because otherwise I think I'm gonna give up on this painting. I know what went wrong, like my head was too full of other things to paint, but then I still went to the studio and painted. That doesn't work. I know that. Still made the mistake.
but now I have to live with it, and we're just gonna fix it because I think it still has like a lot of potential. There's just too many areas that are not to my taste. There's too much going on. The colors aren't nice together, and we're gonna fix it today. What I do not like is just general color scheme. Like, I really like this green, but it's a little bit muddy, and I'm gonna make it more bright. Like, I like this green, but then it doesn't work over there. I tried to make it like I thought of like making a landscape kind of thing, but then I just didn't go for it, and it's still, again, it's like a washed out color. This area I worked on yesterday just to give it some more realistic colors in the skin, and I'm gonna fix that hand today, make it like finish it up so that it's good. I like this area. I think it's kind of like cool, abstract, nice colors together, so that's gonna stay. I hate the face. The face is gonna go. I might actually scrub it off with some sanding. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this area yet, because I do really like this area, but it's, I don't know, it's a little bit like one of those things that you, like the flowers that you kind of blow on, and then it goes like, whoo, make a wish. And I kind of like that, but then I think it needs something else to like make it a thing. So I hate the purple. The purple is gonna go. Not sure what color is gonna replace it. I really like the purple here though, but I don't like it here. So I think it needs some brightness, like it needs some light and some more contrast, because everything is kind of the same right now. But yeah, you know, it's every once in a while there's this painting that like sucks, and it sucks when it's like this big painting, so it's a lot of work to fix it. But on the other hand, like, well, it's a good like exercise to know when you don't have to give up, like you can still fix it. And I mean, it's paint, you can always paint over it, and that's fine. It's a nicer experience when you're just painting and everything goes well, and you don't have to fix as much. But then it's like a mental exercise to not give up. So we're just gonna do it.
I still tried to fix it, but it just did not work, and this was the moment I realized that the anatomy I was going for, it just didn't work. I had to redo the face. Like, sometimes you get blind for your own drawings and you just can't see what's wrong, and I kind of saw what was going wrong, but I thought like I could roll with it and just make it work, but it just didn't work, and I just scrapped everything and went over it. And there weren't that many problems that had to be fixed. It was just a case of proportion, and once I fixed those proportions, the painting as a whole became more balanced. So I'm really glad that I redid that face.
We're a few hours later and so far this is the result. I really like this fresh green and also with the white. I think that works really well. It's the result that I wanted, like the freshness instead of the muddiness. And now the last thing I kind of need to figure out before I go into like finishing and making it pretty is this part. And then it's just a case of like finishing everything, and actually the most fun part, like making stuff more bright, making stuff more contrasted. Now I'm gonna go home. Hi! So I had a pretty weird week where I didn't paint as much, and I think I'm gonna finish the painting that you see behind me here today, or at least I'm gonna try to finish it because like my brain hasn't been up to painting lately at all. Other things that happened this week. I had a really fun video photo shoot for a campaign on Friday. And I can't show you yet. I can't tell you by who it is, but it will be out in about a month, I think. I did some teaching, a lot of teaching actually, and anything else was related to the other thing. So I haven't been doing a lot of creative or actually even my own business stuff. So I'm kind of excited to get back to that. I have to pack some prints today and I have to frame some paintings today because I already made the mats, but I still have to put them in the frames. So I'll show you that. And then I think after today I'm gonna end this vlog too because it's becoming so long and so much has happened in this one video. So yeah, see you soon. Thanks for watching this video again, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. See you next time.